What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video guys, I have mixed news and we have to know both sides of our case in order to have the bigger picture and in order to know in which direction we should focus our efforts. And at the end of this video, I will share my personal story. That is why please watch this video till the very end, because it is very important for me personally. And before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. It takes you split of a second of your time, but it gives me even more power to push our case forward to the resolution. That is why just hit the like button. So let's start with this news this post was published by McCabe. She wrote, NextBridge Hydrocarbons files SEC Form 12B-25. Notification of late filing regarding annual report 10K, and they filed it basically just several hours ago on May 15th, 2024. And she quoted, as previously disclosed in its current report from 8K dated February 15th, 2024, the registrant appointed a new independent registered public accounting firm on February the 10th. Because of the recency of this appointment, the registrant has not had sufficient time to complete its Form 10Q for the 3 months ended March 31st, 2024, and will be unable to timely file the Form 10Q without unreasonable effort and expenses. So guys, it is not the first time when NextBridge Hydrocarbons issued this letter, but definitely it is not the good sign, because in my opinion it was more than enough time for this type of, to be honest, small company to file this 10K form and to not have any delays on these filings. That is why, guys, this news I would say is not the best one for the community, because it might lead to quite unpleasant conclusion that potentially something is wrong behind the scenes and something is wrong in NextBridge Hydrocarbons. Another sign that something is wrong behind the scenes might be this fact that a lot of NextBridge Hydrocarbons insiders left their positions, and here you can see the screenshot, and as you can see, C-level executives, almost all of them left the NextBridge Hydrocarbons, and this means it also might be quite suspicious from this point of view that a lot of people, a lot of C-level executives don't want to work, probably, or they don't want to be a part of this company. That is why, guys, it is the worst news that we might have, but it is what it is. Let me show you some comments from Mark Basile in regards to this issue. And he made his comment just 17 hours ago in response to the tweet that was published by Tavern. And Tavern refers to the tweet that was published by Cancel Clocker. And probably you've already seen this video. And I have to say that it is a perfect video that explained how illegal actors short the stocks to oblivion, and it was made on a very simple and very concise manner. And Tavern wrote, we were purposefully told to separate MMAT from MMTLP, so they could bankrupt the company in peace to hide the dead bodies. You can blame past board mistakes, or you can try research the depth of corruption the company has been hit with. It is not the first time this playbook was used. And let me show you what did Mark Basile write. Yeah, sound familiar. I said this last year, but people were led by their noses. And guys, Mark Basile told us multiple times that potentially one of the reasons of this not the best results for MMTLP community members is the board of directors and C-levels executives of Meta Materials. And for now, guys, I think we have to use every possible way how we can solve this problem. And for now, the only goal for MMTLP community is to solve our major problem, and it doesn't matter who was or who is the wrongdoer in our case. Everybody who was involved in this illegal activity should be punished, and it is my personal opinion. So, let me show you another news that is much better than previous one. Again, Junk Savvy wrote this. Trump Media and Technology files 8K. Letter sent to U.S. House of Representatives committees on Judiciary, Financial Services, Ways and Means, and Oversight and Reform, requesting DJT bullshit data from firms that facilitate short sales. And let me quote you some details. On May 15, 2024, Trump Media and Technology Group sent a letter addressed to each of the chairmen of the U.S. House of Representatives Committee on the Judiciary, Committee on the Financial Services, Committee on Ways and Means, and Committee on Oversight and Reform, the third congressional letter, to follow on the previously disclosed letter dated April 23, 2024 and May 1st of this year, addressed to the same. The third congressional letter asks each of the chairmen to encourage the financial industry regulatory authority to issue to firms that facilitate short sales electronic blue sheet requests pertaining to trading of the company's stock on April 29th, April 30th, and May 1st of this year. The foregoing description of the third congressional letter is subject to and qualified in its entirety by reference to the full text of the third congressional letter, a copy of which is furnished and as Exhibit 99.1 to this current report on 8K form. So guys, and why it is so important for us that another company requested the blue sheet data? Let me remind you that David Nunes wrote his first letter on April 23rd, and he mentioned our case in this letter. That is why our two cases tied up together extremely close, and that is why potentially we might see even the disclosure of the blue sheet data of MMTLP shares back in December of 2022. And let me show you this tweet that was published by RareDD just 5 hours ago in response to Junk Savvy tweet. He wrote, on the second day of the 2024 FINRA annual conference, we see that DJT is requesting blue sheets and related data. Might as well throw in those blue sheets for MMTLP in that file labeled do not open on Sam Dreddy's desktop. And guys, we know that we know from the FOIA request, from the FOIA letters, that MMTLP was blue sheeted for quite a long period of time at the very end of 2022. And let me show you this tweet. It was published again by RareDD, reposted by John Burda, and it was made on May 15th. So, insider trading like not letting investors know that you, Sam Dreddy, began the blue sheeting process for MMTLP on December the 5th of 2022, but somehow FINRA still posted a fraudulent corporate action the next day. The shorting activity on December the 8th sure did appear as though the shorts were acting on insider information. And he added this screenshot. It is the letter that was written by Sam Dreddy. Let me show you this in details. It was written to some recipients from SEC. As you can see, we have blacked out several names, but we have several names on top of that. In FINRA, Boyle Richard, Gibbon J. received this letter as well. And let me quote you its main idea. MMAT and MMTLP matter has now hit my fraudulent team's radar screen. And we are looking at two issues from a fraud/manipulation angle, and in fact bullshitting both MMAT and MMTLP as we speak. And this means FINRA does have this data, and they can release it in order to disclose this information that potentially, according to FINRA itself, should destroy our case. But we as an MMTLP community, we think that this information should push our case forward, and because of this information we will find out who was the main wrongdoers, who illegally shorted MMTLP, and why FINRA implemented this usury halt. So let me show you again RareDD's Twitter account, and let me quote you these details. Just yesterday, I showed you that Jay Clayton made some statements in regards to the appearance of the roaring kitty, and Rare DD wrote this 4 hours ago. So, what if I told you that there is a case that potentially links former SEC chair Jay Clayton and GTS Securities R. Rubinstein and or Citadel Securities Ken Griffin, involving securities claims related to unregistered shares in 2019. So, quite interesting statement, but let me quote you further. Evidence suggesting that former SEC chair Jay Clayton could have links to GTS Securities R. Rubinstein. This might explain why he'd publicly offer his opinion on the Roaring Kitty's posts on social media, but remained silent about MMTLP being halted 17 months without a resolution. And he added several screenshots. Let me show you this in details. These screenshots proves his relationships, potential relationships with Citadel Securities and GTS Securities. And this means it might be another conflict of interests that potentially might lead to the disclosure of more sensitive data that should expose these wrongdoers. Let me show you further. He also added this. Apparently, Clayton's firm is also being accused of aiding FTX in their scheme before the collapse and engaging in deceptive tactics to seize control on FTX from Sam Bankman-Fried. I wonder why none of this came up during Clayton's appearance on CNBC. Previous, and I'm assuming current clients include Robinhood app. Need any more evidence to suggest this firm doesn't have the best interest of the investing public as priority? And guys, you see that a lot of missing links were found by MMTLP community, and these links directly connected all the wrongdoers, and we know that it is a huge enterprise that is working together in order to push the value of shorted stocks down and to push it illegally. That is why one of the reasons how RICO lawsuit might be implemented is the fact that this activity was performed by the enterprise of wrongdoers. And we have this sign, and potentially it might be extremely important in our upcoming cases that will be filed, and the closest one will be filed by Mark Basile. I think he will file it within 1 week. And guys, at the same time, let me show you this tweet that was published just 4 hours ago by Kristen Shaughnessy. She wrote, "Citadel on track for record-setting year." And she also added, "Citadel Securities generated $2.3 billion of net trading revenue in the first 3 months of 2024, setting the market-making firm up for potentially record year as it expands in new asset classes and geographies. The trading hall is among a litany of financial markets recently disclosed to debt investors. The first quarter result, which was up 68% from the prior year, sets the firm on a trajectory to reach unprecedented revenue in 2024, according to people with knowledge of the matter." And guys, as you can see, one of the potential wrongdoers, and we know for sure that Citadel Securities was involved in this naked shorting activity, and they pushed the price of MMTLP shares down back in December and November of 2022. This company is still working, and they are trying to steal your money. That is why, guys, this issue needs to be solved. And definitely, we have to push our case forward through any possible path, and we have to solve it no matter what. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star.